Hi guys, welcome to Keeping It Simple Crafts. Today I have for you 5 Valentine's Day DIYs. Most everything came from Dollar Tree. If you have not subscribed to my channel, I would love to have you as a subscriber. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and share. For DIY number 1, you are going to need one of the green foam wreath rings from Dollar Tree. You're going to need 2 packages of the little wood hearts, and 8 hearts come in each package, and we just spray painted ours poppy red and poppy pink. You will also need some ribbon to wrap your ring, and then you'll need some ribbon for a bow. So first you're going to want to wrap your little foam ring in ribbon. Now I recommend using a darker color than this light pink. This ribbon came from Dollar Tree. It works out fine, but I would recommend a not so sheer ribbon. Just be careful when you're hot gluing your ribbon on. Make sure you get your ribbon nice and tight. It does not have to be perfect because we're going to hot glue some of the wooden hearts onto the wreath ring. If you do not overlap your ribbon very much, then 1 roll of the Dollar Tree ribbon should work. So this is how it looks when you get it wrapped. Next, I'm going to be taking some of the hearts that we spray painted, just adding some hot glue to the back of them, placing them on the wreath and holding it for a few seconds until it dries. Then I'm just alternating colors, red then pink, then red then pink, and so on all the way around. And I'm just making sure the hearts just barely touch. Now I left a little space and I'm going to add a bow right there. This ribbon came from Hobby Lobby. First you're going to want to let out about a 6 to 8 inch tail, make a loop, pinch it tightly in your hand, go the other side, make another loop about the same size as your first loop, keep it pinched nice and tight, go back to the opposite side, make another loop, check to make sure your loops are about the same size, and then just go back and forth, trying to make the loops the same size on each side until you get the bow the size you want. Then let out a tail. Then you'll want to take some floral wire and wrap it tightly around the center of your bow. To dovetail the ends, fold your ribbon in half with the edges to the left side, go to the folded side, cut away from the fold, and that makes the pretty V on the ends. Then fluff your loops. Then you're just going to take your wire, wrap it around your wreath, go to the back, twist the wire, cut off the extra part of the wires, and fold them down. And now DIY number 1 is finished. For DIY number 2, this one's very simple. I just picked up a glass vase from Dollar Tree, and I picked up 4 bags of the tiny Conversation Hearts candy at Dollar Tree. So just take your candy and fill your vase. Now you could stop about halfway if you're going to put like some glitter picks in and then continue filling it. We found that it's a little bit hard to stuff your picks in if you have it completely full. I bought 3 or 4 packages of these heart picks, but I only used 1 package of the pink hearts, and I just pushed them into the candy. And like I said, it's a little bit hard, so I should have only filled my vase half full, added these, then added the rest of the Conversation Hearts. To dress it up, I'm going to wrap some Dollar Tree ribbon around the vase, just make a band and hot glue it on. And then now I'm just tying a single bow, and I'm just going to wrap some string around the center of it, and then I'm going to hot glue it on the vase. If you're wanting to do this DIY on a bigger scale and you're taking a bigger vase, you could put a smaller vase inside the bigger one and only fill like the outer edges of the bigger vase, and then that way you can put your flowers or your picks in the smaller vase. I hope that makes sense. For DIY number 3, I'm taking the little wooden tray box from Dollar Tree. I didn't paint mine, but you could paint yours if you wanted to. And I'm just adding some of the wooden hearts that we spray painted poppy red. So I added 1 on the front and 1 on the back. Just be careful when you're using your hot glue. And you could write like kisses 25 cents or something like that on it if you wanted to. Next, I'm just filling it full with tissue paper. And then you could just do some of the cute heart vase filler if you didn't want to put Hershey Kisses. I first added some of the heart vase filler because I knew I didn't have enough Hershey Kisses to make it full. So that's a thought too. You could fill the bottom with a vase filler and then add some Hershey Kisses to the top. And then it really would be cute if you could write like Kisses 25 cents on it since it's a Valentine's Day candy dish. For DIY number 4, you're going to need a bag of suckers, a Dollar Tree coffee cup, some foam, and some tissue paper to get started. So just take your tissue paper and you're going to start putting it in the bottom of your cup, and then you're going to want to add your foam in and push the tissue paper all the way in, push the foam down. Now this is very simple too. Just add your suckers all the way around and make it nice and full, and mine only took 1 bag of the suckers to fill this little Dollar Tree coffee cup. I started out doing a pattern, but as I kept adding more suckers, I kind of messed up the pattern. So it's just however you want. You can just do it random and it works out beautiful. I really think this would make a really sweet gift for like a teacher or a neighbor or a friend or a coworker. So this is probably my favorite DIY. You'll have to let me know which one's your favorite. Also, this one's very inexpensive because you can get your coffee cup at Dollar Tree. Sometimes you can find the foam that fits in the coffee cups at Dollar Tree also, and then 1 bag of suckers and then some tissue paper. At first, I wasn't real sure how I was going to like the pink, red, and blue together, but I think it really turned out pretty in the end, and it kind of looks like little roses if you just kind of glance at it. And then last, I just trimmed the tissue paper shorter, and I did have 2 suckers that were kind of open, so I did not use them in the little candy bouquet. And this is DIY number 5. So I just hot glued some foam into a little pail, tin pail from Dollar Tree, and then I just took some Dollar Tree floral picks, trimmed them shorter. Now you could also use the heart picks, the glitter picks in this one too. I just used flowers. I meant to add some picks, but I actually forgot. My daughter and I took this flower arrangement and then a wreath over to my next door neighbor's house tonight, so I've already delivered it, so I can't add more picks in it. But this was so simple. We just took the flowers and we just pushed them into the foam. I started out kind of, doing a pattern like 1 on the left, 1 on the right, and then as I went along, I just kind of added the flowers wherever I thought it needed it, because you'll want to choose flowers that the colors go well together. All of these flowers came from Dollar Tree, so I had the roses and the peonies and I believe a dahlia pick in this arrangement. Also, if your foam is showing, you could add some of the moss to cover it, or maybe even some of the vase filler or some table scatter. I hope you enjoyed these 5 very budget-friendly DIYs. My daughter and I had so much fun making these today. Let me know which DIY was your favorite. I hope you enjoyed this. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope everyone has a wonderful week. Also, let me know if you like it where I do like 4 or 5 DIYs instead of just 1. So let me know if you prefer me sharing several at a time.